All right, guys, I'm Nicole and welcome to Keeping Tabs. Before we get started, if you like this content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notifications because this content is awesome. Happiness can be achieved in many ways. One of the best ways to achieve happiness is by finding that right partner that aligns with you and pushes you so that the two of you can face through any obstacles and barriers that come your way. Because you guys are there to encourage yourselves to be the best versions of yourselves that you can be. Why are relationships necessary? People think that relationships are hard work. It's something that gets in the way or something that has a negative connotation. People get scared. They have a fear that they don't know what's going to happen, or they don't want to get hurt because they have been hurt before, or they've heard of, or they've seen it, and they don't want that to happen to themselves. Or having the idea that people will manipulate you or take advantage of you or slow you down because sometimes you have this goal, but you have to take care of somebody else. And now that's getting in the way of where you want to get to. And people just think, you know what? It's easier to be alone. Well, it is easier to be alone, but that's only if you're with the wrong person. People have this idea of how to find the right relationship. So they could be looking for someone who's a complete opposite because they believe opposites attract and that person's going to complete them, or they want to find someone that's similar to them so that there's these common interests and they know that there's something that they'll both like that they can move forward on. The truth is that having those opposites, neither one is the answer. Maybe they will be opposite and maybe they won't, but you want someone that accepts you for who you are and you accept them for who you are, and your energy works well together and your power comes together that pushes you forward towards your common goal. There are also two other common types of people that look for relationships. One type of person is someone who never wants to settle down because they think that they're going to find someone better. Or what if something bad happens and then somebody else excites them in another way and they want to be with that person instead? That makes that person never settle and never commit. So that's one side. And on the other side, there's the person who just wants to settle down. They're worried they're never going to find someone. So if there's someone that's even remotely making them happy, then that's enough. And they go for that person and they'll settle. When you're looking for the right one, you're not looking for either one of those polar opposites. You want someone that matches you and aligns with you and is going to make you happy. To continuously think that someone else out there might make you happier, that's never going to solve that problem. And if you just settle with someone who you kind of find something with, you may not continue that happiness forever with them. So it is really finding the balance and finding that one that you can continuously create with. What makes a successful relationship? You and your partner should sit down and ask each other your goals. So each person will have a set of goals and you will both have a set of goals that you want together. Ask each other, what do you want? What are the things that you are going for? Just finding out what the other person wants will give you the idea, oh, great, this is what they want. This is what I want to support them in. Great, they found out what I want. This is what they're going to support me in. And that's what creates the first foundation in a successful relationship. Here are some examples of questions you ask your partner when you are writing down your goals. Number 1, where do you want to be in the next year? Number 2, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Number 3, what are your work goals? Number 4, what are some hobbies you'd like to get into or grow more? Number 5, what are some things you like to do for fun? Now that you have your goals, you're going to work out how are we going to get to these goals? Work out how that's going to happen. Another thing you can do to have a successful relationship is be a cheerleader for your partner. You know what that person wants, you know what they like, so make sure that you're encouraging them and creating on that point that that will make them happy. You want to make sure that you're not shutting them down on things that you personally don't like or things that are negative. You want to encourage the positive. So if someone is wearing something, let's say there's a man and a woman as a couple, and the man is wearing something and the woman, let's say she doesn't like what he's wearing, rather than saying, honey, that is so ugly on you, please take it off, you can take something that you do like and say, you know, honey, I love when you wear this. These blues really bring out your eyes. And you hand them what you think looks really good. My husband, Andrea, and I do these things to create our successful relationship. For example, he loves Dungeons and Dragons, and I am not necessarily so into it, right? But he really does like it and he wants to play. So I support him, and I am a very good cheerleader when it comes to this, and I'll arrange for a game to happen, and I'll even be part of the game because I know that he loves it and it makes him happy. On the other hand, I love Disney, and Andrea's not really into Disney, but he will totally support me in loving Disney. And when I wanted a Disney-themed party, he was all about making sure I got all the Disney princesses stuff, like the plates, the napkins, etc. And he does like some of the Disney movies. He was like, okay, great, let's project this movie on the wall. And he got a Mickey Mouse shirt to wear for that day. So we just like to encourage each other and support in what our likes are, and that helps us stay connected. Being strong and independent is wonderful. It's awesome when you get your stuff done, you're self-determined. It's a beautiful thing. We're not trying to take away from that. We're trying to increase and enhance that. So having the right relationship, a good relationship, takes those strengths and emphasizes them, increases them. So when you have a relationship, it's not just one good plus one good equals two goods. It's one good plus one good equals great.